Before I tell you about my day, I want you to check out my, there's a link that's going to be in the comments or in my, I don't know, there's a link somewhere. Please find the link. I don't have time to tell you where the link is. Just know that the link exists and it's out there somewhere. Matter of fact, this is a scavenger hunt. Go find the link that I put out somewhere in the world, and I need you to go to the first link on the link. And when you go to that first link, you're going to find some things that I created and I wanted to share with the world. And it's on a platform called Buy Me a Coffee. Now, I don't drink coffee, I drink tea. But if you want to buy me a bowl of ramen, if you want to buy me a bowl of, I don't know, if you just want to support me and my adventures, because this life is not free. And I recognize that I am one of the most expensive things that I know. Now, for what I've gathered you here for, I'm going to tell you about my day. It started very, 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 very early in the morning. I mean, like 3 something in the morning. My mother is up, my sister is up, and I'm not quite up because I really don't like being woken up in the morning. But I had a flight to catch at 6:27 a.m. and I was just like, my water spilled on me. Hold on. And I had to wake up super, 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 super early. I did not want to wake up that early. I really didn't, but I had to in order to catch the flight. And I just felt dazed. I just felt like groggy. Also because I didn't go to sleep until midnight, and then I woke up at like 3 something. And I'm just sitting here thinking to myself, well, what if I missed the flight? How bad would it be? I didn't miss the flight because if I missed the flight, I wouldn't be sitting here on this couch. Anyways, my mother disappeared like right before we left, and I was just like, where'd she go? Because normally we walk out the door together, and I'm just like, why is she acting brand new? Why is she acting like we don't normally walk out the door together when we leave here? So yeah, she left me the long trek down the stairs into the elevator because the elevator doesn't show up on our floor, which is why we had a bigger kitchen. Backspace, 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 delete, rewind, cut the tape. We met up with my mother downstairs. I don't know why she was downstairs by herself. Like, we don't do that. Like, that's not what we do. So I don't know why. I don't know when she started doing that, but today was not the day because it was too early in the morning and I was just like, hold on, I'm too tired for this. I'm too tired for this. Anyways, we all walked to the car. So if you're not familiar with parking in certain sections of New York, then I can't even begin to explain to you why the car was 4 blocks away from where we lived. But the car was 2.5 blocks away from, I'd say 2 blocks, a block and a half. I don't know. You do the math. But it was not in front of, that's just not how New York street parking works all the time. But there was something in the air. In the air, there was the smell and the feeling of the days when I was younger and I would go to camp. And the camp was right across the street from where I lived. But I think it was on Fridays, we had to wake up super, super early so that we can go on field trips. And the field trips most likely, like we hopped on a bus and we had our snacks and it was like an hour, 2-hour drive or something. Probably wasn't 2-hour drive, but to me it felt like forever because I hate being in the vehicle for that long. But yeah, there was just something different in the air. It just reminded me of those days, just going to camp throughout the summer. And yeah, and that's not a feeling that I've had very often. So it felt good to be able to feel that again. There was also a bird. The bird was singing so beautifully. I'm just like, how often does this bird sing? Because normally it's so noisy. Like either there's a crackhead singing Usher, or you hear the cars, or somebody cursing out somebody, or somebody trying to fight somebody, police sirens, and there's a lot of stuff going on. But everything was so still at 4 a.m. for me to hear this bird. And it just reminded me that I used to listen to the birds when I was younger, and they used to sound so beautiful. But it wasn't like you didn't always have to wait until 4 maybe was I just up at 4 a.m. a lot? Because now that I'm thinking about it, anyways, let's get back to the story. There was a beautiful bird. The bird, I don't know what the bird was singing. I didn't have my translator on, so I really couldn't tell you what it was talking about. But we got into the car. We drove to the airport. And then as we were driving to the airport, I was just like, I miss my sister. Even though she was the one driving the car, I was just like, I'm going to miss her so much. Trees, if you're watching this, just know that I miss you. And I just want to tell everybody, my sister graduated with her master's in Defense of Dark Arts, and I'm so proud of her. She's amazing, and the world is so lucky to have you. We got to the airport. She hugged us. We took a, why am I stumping on this? Why am I stumping on this? Why am I stumping on this? Like, this literally happened to me. This literally happened to me, and now all of a sudden now I can't remember. And that's why I'm doing this. That's why I'm recording, so that I can tell you about my day, because I'm tired of forgetting about my days. I just want to tell you about my day, and I just hope that you'll listen to me. And if you don't, then I'm going to listen to myself, because I'm going to watch this video like 3 or 4 times, because I'm just like, wow, all of that happened in one day. I'm like, yeah, it did. And there's more. There's so much more that you haven't even said. But if you go over to Buy Me a Coffee, then those are where the uncut pieces are, the things that you said that probably will. You know what? Let me not finish that sentence. Okay, so we got to the airport. Same old, TSA, la 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 la. And then while sitting at the gate, there was this lady in a yellow outfit. I remember her outfit because she was wearing all yellow, and it was her birthday. I mean, she was telling every single body that it was her birthday. If you went through this day without knowing that it was her birthday, blasphemous. Like, how dare you? She let every single person know that it was her birthday, and she also sat next to me on the plane. But happy birthday to her, to Miss June 1st, Miss June 2nd. Happy birthday to you. My birthday was a few days ago, and I didn't shout it from the rooftops. I've never really been that person, but maybe I should. Happy birthday to me, because if you knew half the things that I've been through just to still be sitting here today, then you'd be like, whoa. You know, like the turtle on Finding Nemo, like, whoa, dude, whoa. Yeah. Like, that's how you would be sitting through the story time of my life. But you don't have to wait, because most likely I will drop some of these stories now that I have the time to do it and I have the audacity. The stories are coming. So fear no more. You just have to subscribe in order to stay tuned for the stories. Anyways, what else? So I'm on the plane. I knock out completely. I remember just like putting my head on my mommy, putting my head on the window. She closed the window too. Like, you know what? That was low-key her second strike of the day, because I always keep that window open. But I guess the sun was too bright. So, and that's cool. And I wasn't even awake to see through the window anyway. So I take the strike back. But that first strike for you leaving me, I'm just like, that's going to stay on your record until you remove it. Actually, you know what? You did help me with my hair today. So, you know what? No strikes today. No strikes for you today, mommy. And I know you're going to be probably my first person to watch this video, and or the first person to comment on this video. So yeah, your slate is clean. We're even. We are even Steven. So we get off the plane, and I almost forgot, they upgraded us. We were supposed to be sitting at the back of the plane because we got the cheapest seats possible. Actually, we didn't even have seats. We just got the cheapest tickets possible. But when we got there, they had said, oh, you're bumped up to row da-da-da-da. Did anyone tell you? And I said, no one told me. No one's told me anything. Like, this is new news to me. I probably would have sat in the back of the plane and have been either one, be sitting in someone's seat, or two, I mean, I don't really know. I didn't think that far. So let's just go back to the rest of the story. We get into the Uber. The Uber is nice and neat. And I'm just like, I just want to go home. I was just happy to be home. When I got home, I was just happy to be home. I was happy to smell this. Like, you ever would just walk through the hallway of your home and it just has that smell that you just, like you just know, and then it just makes you happy. Like it literally disarms your whole body, and you're just like, ah. I looked out the window and I saw the pool, and I was just like, I cannot wait to go into the pool this week because the weather's gonna be nice. What else? Oh yeah, I don't really remember too many other details. I remember maybe I drank some water. I turned my heated blanket on. I took me a nap. The dreams were dreaming left and right, up and down. I'm just like, whoa, 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 whoa. Even in my rest, I can't rest because I'm just like on an adventure. I'm on like 5 different adventures at one time in my dream. And I'm just like, So I woke up. I documented my dreams. And then what did I do next? I think I just put on some cartoons. And then I went on a rant about how when I was younger, people shamed me for watching so many cartoons and so much anime. And here's the thing. Growing up, I realized the adult TV shows were all trash. I had it right from the beginning. If anything, I poisoned my mind trying to watch stuff like Grey's Anatomy and reality TV show. I mean, I did watch reality TV when I was younger, so you know what? I'm not gonna even say anything about that. But like, I don't know, just like serious stuff, like serious movies, like action and drama and like rom-com. I mean, I do love a good rom-com. Anyways, like I had it right because what was right worked for me. And I'm so tired of listening to people. I've recognized that what I liked as a young kid, still the same things that I like as an adult. Still the same things that I like. I just wasted years trying out things that people told me would be better for me, which actually weren't better for me. So, yeah, I went on a walk, saw some neighbors. It was one of my neighbor's birthday, so happy birthday. Came back, did my hair, and now I'm sitting here talking to you and telling you about my day. So, like I said, if you've gotten this far, I don't know if most people will ever get this far in the video besides my mother. Shout out to you, mommy. I enjoyed telling you about my day. I hope that you tune in tomorrow because, I mean, I just know I'm going to have an adventure tomorrow. So, yeah, stay tuned.